Hi students, I am Ranjit Raj. Welcome to my channel Math Learning Tutorial. So children, today we are going to discuss about statistics. Okay. And children, statistics is a special branch of mathematics. So where we will discuss about the data, information. So children, means data means any information is called data. Suppose I want to buy a new watch. So then what I will do? So what is the branded watch? Okay, so I can Google it. What is the cost? So and its life. So all these things we will search. If I want to take the mobile, what I will do? Immediately I will search good feature mobiles in less cost. Okay, or cost range of the different type of mobiles. So immediately we can see more data about that. They'll show iPhone, Samsung, okay, MI, this type of things. So this is completely, this information is called data. Okay, so children, here today we are going to learn about the frequency distribution tables. Okay, so what is frequency, what is table, why we need to take these tables. Okay, so children, here so already I told you data means any information is called data. So there are two types of data children, primary data and secondary data. So primary data means information which we are collecting directly. Okay, so the information collected by the investigator directly is called primary data. Suppose wherever teacher is giving the answer scripts, so students can see directly in their papers. So that is primary data. Suppose one student is absent, what he will do? He asks his friend, or else he may ask teacher. So teacher may tell his marks from the list which he has. Okay, means children, that is what secondary data. So data gathered from the registers is called secondary data. Okay, so children, here suppose teacher conducted one slip test for some 5 marks. Okay, so 10 students wrote the test and this is the score, children. For 10 marks for 5 marks teacher conducted slip test, 10 students wrote exam and these are the marks. 5, 4, 1, 1, 0, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the score by the 10 students, children. Okay. So here this is what raw data. So this is raw data means directly they gave each and every score separating by commas. So children, it is taking time, means it takes some time to see marks, 5 marks, 4 marks, 1 mark. So we cannot come to an understand. So if we put this data in table, okay, so that's called frequency distribution table. Means children, here see neatly you write here. So 1 mark, marks, tally marks, number of students. Okay, marks, tally marks, number of students. So children, suppose some students scored 0 marks. Okay, so children, all these marks in statistics we call it as observations. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now how many students got 0 marks? 1 student. How many students got 1 mark? 1, 2, 3. Means children, here in tally mark we will write. So tally marks means these are the symbols using to count the frequency, to calculate the frequency. So one student got 0 marks. So here this is the symbol we are using. This is called tally mark actually. So one student got 0. And how many students got 1? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you have to take like this lines, 4 lines. Means the 4 students got 1 mark. Means children, suppose 5 there means so tally marks like this we will take 4 vertical, 1 horizontal. Okay, 4 vertical, 1 horizontal. Suppose 7 students there means 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 horizontal, again 2, 7. 8 means 1 more. 10 means again same like this, 4, 1 vertical. So that is the rule, children. So these are called tally marks. Tally marks are the symbols which we use to calculate the frequency. What is the frequency? So number of times one observation repeated is called the frequency. Number of times one observation repeated is called frequency. So here one repeated 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times, no? So that's frequency. 4 is the frequency. So how many students got 2 marks? Only one. Okay, so one tally mark we have like one here. Okay, and next how many students got 3 marks? Only one. Okay. So how many students got 4 marks? That also only one. How many students got 5 marks? 2. So here tally marks, no? The symbols. So sum of the frequencies 4 plus 1 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got sum of the frequencies as 10. Okay. So this is correct. Means children, this is we kept this data in meaningful way in table. So this is called frequency distribution table. Okay. Right, children. So now, so children, sometimes so this is the small data because 0 to 5 only there marks. Okay. So in the given observations, the difference between the maximum observation and minimum observation is called range of the data. So range is equal to maximum observation minus minimum observation. Okay. And children, sometimes these observations may be big numbers. If test is conducted for 100, then how students will get marks 71, 51, 40, 91, 95, 85, 75, 65. So like this students will get marks. So writing marks from 0 to 5 is very easy, but 1 to 100 if you write 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, so that is taking more time. So there we will use class intervals. There we will use class intervals. Means children, suppose exam is there for 100 marks, then we can write like this, like 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 30 to 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, 91 to 100. So like this we can write the class intervals. Okay, so these are the class intervals, children. Here the smaller one is called lower boundary. This is upper boundary, or lower limit, upper limit. Okay, lower limit, upper limit. These are the class intervals, children. So in class intervals, some types are there. So if lower limit of one class interval is not equal to if upper limit of one class interval is not equal to lower limit of its successive class interval, then that is said to be inclusive class intervals. Means children, here upper limit, lower limit not equal, upper limit, lower limit not equal. Any two successive class intervals you take. If upper limit of one class interval is not equal to lower limit of its successive class interval, that is called inclusive class interval. So these are inclusive class intervals. Inclusive class intervals. Another type is there, children. Okay, so we take the frequencies. We take the frequencies like this: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like this. So here upper limit of one class interval is equal to lower boundary of its successive class interval. These are the exclusive class intervals. Okay, so these are the exclusive class intervals. Okay, so children, inclusive class intervals, exclusive class intervals. Okay, so children, so here exclusive class intervals also called class boundaries. Class boundaries. Okay, exclusive class intervals also called class boundary. Next, children, class size is the concept. Class size. How we will get the class size? Children, class size is the difference between any two successive lower limits or successive upper limits. So the difference between any two successive lower limits or successive upper limits is called class size, H. That's represented with H, class size. And children, if you take class boundaries, then if you take only boundaries, class boundaries means exclusive class intervals, then class size is equal to upper boundary minus lower boundary. While taking class size to the inclusive class intervals, we have to take the successive difference of any two lower limits or upper limits. Okay, so here if you take the upper limit minus lower limit means that is wrong. Okay, so children, so these are the concepts to solve the first exercise. Now let's see exercise sums. Children, see, write mark-wise frequencies for the following frequency distribution table. So marks is there in one box, and another thing is number of students. So here up to 5 students, up to 6 11 students, up to 7 19, up to 8 31, up to 9 40, up to 10 10, up to 10 45 students. Means children, here in up to 6, up to 5 will also include. Up to 7, up to 5, up to 6, everything will be included. Means children, this is like a cumulative frequency. This is cumulative frequency. So we have to write individual frequency. It's exactly how many got 5 marks, how many got 6 marks, how many students got 7 marks, like this. Okay. So this is the way to solve, children. So just you take here marks in one column, another column is number of students. Okay, another column is number of students. So up to 5 or 5. 5 students got 5. Up to 6 children means 11 minus 5. You have to subtract the previous frequencies from the present frequency, then we get how many students got 6 marks. So that is 11 minus 5, 6. How many students got 7? 19 minus 11, that is equal 8. How many students got 8 marks? So that is 31 minus 19. So what is 31 minus 19 value? 12. Okay. 12. And 9 marks. 40 minus 31. 9. And how many students got 10 marks, children? 45 minus 40. 5. So children, see, 5 students got 5 marks, 6 students got 6 marks, 8 students got 7 marks, 12 students got 8 marks, 9 students got 9 marks, 5 students got 10 marks. If you add all these numbers, okay, 11, 19, 31, 40, 45. So children, this is the way to write the individual marks with frequencies. Okay, now let's see the second problem. Let's see problem number 2. The blood group of 36 students of 9th class are recorded as follows. Okay, so A, O, so like this, children. So blood groups of 36 students given in the problem. Represent the data in the form of a frequency distribution table, which is the most common and which is the rarest blood group among these students. So this is the question, children. So we need to draw frequency distribution table. So what we need to do first, we have to write blood group. Okay, next tally marks. Next, number of students. Next, number of students. So blood group, children, first A group, B, O, AB. So there are 4 types of blood groups given in the question. Okay, so children, here, so how many students have A group blood? So let's see the first row, children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second row, 6, 7. Third row, 8, 9, 10. 10 students are having A group blood. So we have to use the tally marks, children. So first 4 horizontal, 1 vertical. So total 10, no? So here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 students have A group blood. Now let's see B. Just count, children. First row. So first row, how many these are there? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Third row, 8, 9. 9 students are having B group blood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 students. Now O group. First I am checking. O, so I am counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay, so totally 15 students are having O group blood, children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally 15 students are having O group blood. Now count how many ABs are there. First row, no AB. Second row, 1 AB. Third row, 1 AB. Totally 2 ABs are there, children. So 2 students are having AB blood group. So children, now just count total number of students. How many there? 10 plus 9, 19. 19 plus 15, 34. 34 plus 2, 36. So totally 36 students are there in the classroom. So this is correct. Now children, two more questions they are asking in the problem. Which is the most common and which is the rarest blood group among the students? So what is the most common blood group here? Most common blood group. Most common blood group is O group, children, because highest number of students are having this group only. So O group or group O. Now second one is what, children? Rarest blood group. So what is the rarest blood group in this data? Here only 2 students are having AB blood group. So children, so AB group is rarest blood group. Okay. So this is the way to draw the frequency distribution table for this given data. Now let's see the next problem. Let's see problem number 3. 3 coins were tossed 30 times simultaneously. Each time the number of heads occurring was noted down as follows. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 0. So like this, children. So totally 30 times they tossed. At a time 3 coins. So children, so here number 3 means that 3 coins are showing heads. Okay, so 2 means out of 3 coins 2 are showing 2 heads and 1 is tails. 1 means only 1 coin is showing head, remaining tails. 0 means no, none of the coin is showing head, means 3 tails only. So this is the thing we need to understand. So children, prepare a frequency distribution table for the given above. So very simple, children. So just we have to write first column number of times heads occurred. Second column tally marks. Third one frequency, means the number of times. Okay. So first column is what? Number of times heads occurred or occurring. So we will write 0, 1, 2, 3. Next, by using tally marks, we will write the frequencies like the previous problem. Okay, so children, please try this problem. Now let's see fourth problem, children. So this is also similar to previous sums only. Let's see fourth problem. A TV channel organized SMS short message service poll on prohibition on smoking, giving options like A. Complete prohibition, B. Prohibition in public places only, C. Not necessary. So SMS results in our were A, B, C. So like this they sent SMS, children. So A, B or C. So 3 options are there. Okay. So children, now so represent the above data as grouped frequency distribution table. How many appropriate answers were received? What was the majority of people's opinion? Okay, let's see. So we have to draw fourth one frequency distribution table in this way. So first column we have to take option. Second column we need to take tally marks. Fourth column is number of people or frequency. Okay. Now number of answers also you can take. Okay. So children, totally there are 3 options. Okay, option A, option B, option C. So option A means complete prohibition. Option B means prohibition in public places. C means not necessary to ban the smoking. Okay, A, B, C. So children, in this given data we have to count the number of A's. So let's see from first row to last row, count number of A's. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So totally 19 is there, children. So you have to take tally marks like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 answers is option A. Means complete prohibition. Now children, count number of bees. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, so children, 35 answers is option B. So 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. So 35 people sent option B. Now children, C. How many people sent C? 10 children. So children, now, so totally how many answers received? 9 plus 5, 14, 64. So there are totally 64 answers, children. Okay. So here there are two questions based on this thing. How many appropriate answers were received? So 64 answers received. 64 answers received. And another thing, what was the majority people's opinion? Majority people means 35 people sent for option B. So what is option B, children? Option B is prohibition in public places only. So majority people opinion is B, that is prohibition in public places. Prohibition in public places. Okay. So children, this is the way to draw frequency distribution table for this data. Okay. So children, I hope you understood well. So please subscribe and share my channel, children, and thank you and bye.